good morning. The weekend awaits. Welcome to the dock, where we'll put some fizz into your Friday with a reviving draft of This Morning.
I'll say we will. Freshen up your wardrobe with fashion tips from the autumn collections, show off your born-again body, well, sort of born-again body, with the health and fitness guru of Beverly Hills, and take charge of your life. Join in This Morning's Diet for the 90s. That's live on the telly.
So grab yourself some, get up and go, but don't go just yet. Wait till you've seen this. The brightest and the best of British designers reveal their new looks at this weekend's London fashion show. Leslie Evarts previews the inventive, the irresistible and the downright daring.
You'll go nuts about it. Susan Brooks gets lunch all tied up with spicy satay nosh for vegetarians.
She hit the top in the 60s with Be My Baby. She then reached rock bottom with marriage to Motown mogul Phil Spector. The original Ronette, Ronnie Spector, joins us live.
And meet the royal designer who's made a frock to fit them all sizes, all ages, and inspired by This Morning viewers. Guess who it is? The secret's revealed later.
And with Andrew Collinge, our celebrity DIY challenge, and impressionist Faith Brown on how she beat cancer. That's Friday on This Morning.
But first, from rags to breeches. If you're even a bit handy with a sewing machine, then you could save yourself a fortune with one woman's inspired idea for making kids' clothes from cast-offs. Now, this lot that you're about to see, believe it or not, are all recycled rags from the local Oxfam shop.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry, be happy. In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry you make it double. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Ain't got no place to lay your head. Somebody came and took your bed. Don't worry, be happy. The landlord say your rent is late. He may have to litigate. Don't worry, be happy. Be happy now.
Well, all those gorgeous clothes were made by Felicity Duke here, who you sort of rummage around in your local Oxfam shops, and you've developed a kind of cottage industry down in Sussex where you come from, making them and selling them.
That's right, yes.
But basically, you're not buying kiddies' clothes and just sort of vamping them up. This could be anything. It could be a rug, it could be an old lady's coat, and then you chop it up, cut it up, and completely remake it.
Or blanket, bedspread, anything.
Good stuff.
Yes, the scourge of the local shop. Some of the clothes that we saw in that little tape are here. Now, this is that really gorgeous little party dress with the super picture hat there.
Yes.
What did you make that from?
Well, that came from a bedspread. I actually made 2 of these from a bedspread, and the hat. There's probably about 40 joins in this. There should be 10, but it doesn't matter because you can't see. You can't see.
Do you have to be terribly clever? I mean, are you really skilled with a sewing machine?
Not really. I think I'm just your average dressmaker,
Yeah.
really. Some people wouldn't agree, but it's very simple.
And it's a dead cheap way of getting material, that's what we're saying.
Yes.
You don't have to go to the drapers and buy
Use
it.
jumble sales and Oxfam shops as fabric shops.
Yeah, great idea. This lovely little red velvet jacket and the matching hat, what was that from?
Well, that came from a dressing gown, an old dressing gown. It had burn marks down the front of it, but it doesn't matter because you can work around things like that. It's not important.
Dare I ask you how much you sell them for?
Well, the thing is, the price of them is really on the making of them. It's absolutely nothing to do with the fabric, and it all depends on how long it takes or how much we think it's worth, really.
But you are the fact that you got the fabric so cheaply is reflected in the final price without giving an actual figure on it.
Yes, but we do a lot with hats as well, which brings the price up a bit more.
But
Because
how much do they cost to make then? I mean, how much would it cost? Yeah, how much would it cost you to make that, for example?
20 pence.
20 pence. This is the way to do it.
The buttons, you take the buttons off of everything. We take buttons and zips off, just everything. Undo it, take all the shoulder pads out of old clothes.
Well, let's bring on Harriet, your little girl. Come on in, Harriet. In you come. Now, she's wearing a cap. She's wonderful, actually. She looks like something out of a Victorian story. What did you make that out of?
Well, this came out of a man's cardigan. And you take the rib off the top and the bottom. The rib is actually still on here somewhere, it's wound up, but you just cut off the bottom of the sleeve and add it on further up, so you've still got the rib at the bottom. And you just cut out the jacket from the cardigan. You have to work quite quickly so it doesn't fray.
All right.
And then you've got a hat and a pair of gloves out of the same garment.
And you're going to do this for us live on the show in the next hour, aren't you? You're going to make something for us.
Yes, I'll have a go.
Something more feminine for Harriet, because actually originally we had a little male model, but he had a bit of a tantrum and his mum's had to take him home.
That was the door slamming you just heard, actually. Silent child waving arms. Right. This is it, isn't it? You're going to the old coat.
What's
it made of? What is it? Wool?
I think it's like it's an imitation Astrakhan fur fabric velvet, I think. A mixture there, but I'll try and do something with that for you.
Right. Okay, for Harriet at the end of the show.
Right.
Brilliant. You can have a good rummage in this lot while you're at it. See if you can think of anything for us. All right, Felicity, we'll catch up with Felicity again later on in the show, see what she's come up with. But right now, do you feel you can't do a thing with your hair? Well, stay cool.
Yes.
The Maestro of the Mousse is at hand.